Ladies, today's bit is as follows. I'm gonna rank all of these animes. I've not seen all of them, but I'm gonna pretend that I have, and I will be reviewing them. And I'm gonna be putting them on a tier list, and it's up to you to guess when I am actually reviewing a genuine anime and when I am talking out of my ass, which, wink, is gonna be a lot. Off we go. Oh, there's no tears. Death Note, ain't that an iconic piece of shit? Death Note is, its greatest strength is that it speaks to the imagination so well. Because, like, everyone has that list. Everyone has that list of names they would write down. Like, we've all got it. And I think many people have talked about, like, hey, if you had the Death Note, you'd write shit down, right? And like we don't get into the rules of the thing because the anime has a lot of rules and stipulations, and like something your lifespan gets halved or something, and there's a ghoul following you all the time. There's a guy, and he loves apples, but he's also scary. So, and only you can see him, which could really fuck with you, I believe. So, yeah. So we don't talk about that bit, but we do talk about the rest, and that's because this anime has just a fucking insanely good premise, and then it takes it all the fucking way. Like they do such.
This is a certified hood classic.
Of a guy writing names down in a book. Like, how do they bring this so far with the whole detective coming after him? Oh, he's so smart, and they're both so smart, and YouTube essay, who's actually the smartest character in Death Note? And then L kills himself, and then the anime falls off a cliff. So it's not in God tier, but it's high tier. It's one that I would genuinely recommend, which is not gonna happen a lot in this video. Up next, ain't it Tokyo Ghoul? If there's any anime that I would not recommend, it is Tokyo Ghoul. It is about a ghoul in Tokyo, except that it's actually a guy that's the ghoul. He's a ghoul and a guy, and that is rather complicated in his social life, as he is also a teen, a ghoul, and a guy in one. Oh, jolly. And then 1 trillion characters are introduced, and you don't know what they're doing, and then they start beheading each other and shit. Hello, and a lot of things happen, and then he gets hurt a little, but then he finds the motivation to carry on, and he becomes even stronger, and his hair changes color once more. And they do this for 1 trillion episodes. Awful series. Just awful. Unwatchable. Terrible. Then there is Little Witch Academia, which is an anime about a little witch, and she learns to be a witch at an academy. It's like if J.K. Rowling wasn't transphobic, because I've not seen any transphobia on this. It's very cute. It doesn't really go anywhere, but it's like, look at these characters, they're so lovely, their friendships are so real, and sometimes they have ups and sometimes they have downs, and oh no.
Ik krijg hier de kanker van! Godverdomme met al die kankerroepiepen! Godverdanker toch op! Neem een vetgraad voertuig op! Kanker toch op! Ja, godverdomme, wat een godstille grondkanker! Moet je reclame maken voor jou, omdat jij je eigen fucking Insta wil? Weet je jongens, ik ben het bij van de stad. Snoes. Zij is gekker dan dat ik ben. Ja! Ik ben godverdomme. Hey! Altijd wat te doen in heel goed! Ik word die kankerklaar van deze fucking shit. Mijn knieën zijn helemaal naar de... Godverdomme, janker toch op me. Waar is een fucking kop naartoe dan? Wat nu weer? Godverdomme, dat komt er niet meer aan! Ja! We zijn een kop kwijt! Godverdomme, gaat het nou weer beginnen? Ja, dan moet je even... Waar heb je die kop gelaten? Echt Sodom en Gomorra, fucking Hiroshima, napalm op je flikker. Niks is dat tegelijkertijd! Waar de fuck is mijn kop?
There's like this mystery monster in the academia building in the thing, and oh, we got hunted down, blah, 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 blah. But there's actually not a monster, and there's a whole Scooby-Doo plot going on. Did not interest me for one bit at any point whatsoever, but it's cute. I'd go right here, right down the middle. It's like a feel-good anime. Watch it
Me, Mario.
The Great Pretender is a very exhausting anime. This shit does not let up at any point. It's definitely an anime that should be funny for the concept to work, but it isn't. It's not funny. There's a bunch of characters. I hate most of them impressively. There's like such a broad scale of like little con men that the Pretender gets to know, but they're all equally annoying.
Thank you so much.
Like the music guy, he's like, oh, I'm gonna pull a different instrument out of my fucking ass. Like he grabs it out of his pants, but it looks like he's grabbing it out of his ass. He's like, oh, I've got a trumpet now. Like, that's the bit, and he's annoying, and I hate him. I really hate him. Okay, it's going into 555 happy birthdays here. Comey can't communicate. They were lying. That ass can't communicate, but she's got social anxiety. That's the thing. So she just kind of nods and blushes. And it's a high school anime. Yippee! And it's speaking of animes that don't fucking go anywhere. I guess I'm just trashing slice of life animes, actually. I guess that's just what's happening. That I'm just not into those anime, so I'm gonna trash all of them. This one is worse than Little Wish Academy because it's not as gleeful and not as whimsy. It's just kind of a bunch of teenagers being annoying to each other, and there's a girl that can't talk. Yup, good idea. Romantic Killer is about a girl, and she has never dated before. Ooh, never dated before. So the Japanese government summons a little fairy that's gonna help her out and... get her to get in contact with cute men, and that's gonna like solve everything. And the little guy, the little magic man, a little magic thing, the magic ball with a hat. He's like, oh, well, you've got this guy coming over. Well, I'm gonna make it rain really bad, so he can't go home, and now you have to. I've destroyed the bed. You gotta sleep in the same bed now. And then that's when the magic happens. But the magic doesn't happen. It's not a funny anime. This should have been a funny anime, but it's not. So it's going here. On Myoji, where the question is asked, war das ein Seki oder ein Sekisanko? And you're like, what?
Ik krijg hier de kanker van! Godverdomme met al die kanker! Ik krijg hier de kanker van! Nee, ik krijg hier de kanker van! Godverdomme met al die kanker! Nee, ik krijg hier de kanker van! Godverdomme met al die kanker! Ik krijg hier de kanker! Nee, godverdomme met al die kanker! Ik krijg hier de
what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? The fragrant flower blooms with dignity is another like little romance type anime where you've got this guy and he works at a patisserie, a bakery, and that's all he does, and he's completely uninteresting. But and then there's this girl, this little girl, and little as in she is small. She's of small stature. And she's like, ich gehe Kuchen essen. Oh, mein Kuchen. Oh, schmecklich, Kuchen. And all she does is eat cake. That's her bit. And he serves the cake and she eats the cake. That's her thing. Fucking kill me. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Utterly confounding anime this is. So the first half is child porn, and then the second half is depression. That's how I can best describe this one. It's a very difficult anime for me to review because Jesus. Because I cannot tell whether this is just a fucking train wreck or actually glorious. And also, because I do quite dislike child porn. So, I guess... I know this is like a hood classic. I know this is a hood fucking classic, this anime. But there's just such an insane amount of child porn in this bitch. Like, I cannot put this higher. Just morally, it's not happening. Record of Ragnarok, where there's a guy and he's like, oh, I'm gonna kill every god, I'm gonna kill all the Greek gods, I'm gonna kill all of them, but it's one of those animes where they're like, oh, I'm gonna do one attack and then I'm gonna yap for 10 minutes and then we're gonna do another attack and then we're gonna yap for 10 minutes because I guess the budget didn't really allow for many attacks to happen consecutively. So that makes for a bad anime. Just makes for a bad, very poorly paced anime. We're going right here again. Castlevania. This is the series about Castlevania, the video game. And they're like, hey, what if we brought Dracula and Alucard and all their besties to anime? And this shit hits really hard for 2 seasons and then it absolutely goes to shit in the other 2.
Vrouwelijk leiderschap is je eigen kracht laten zien en de vraag stellen. En dat doe jij hier. Dus eigenlijk laat jij het zien. Ja. En weet je wat ik heel mooi vind? Ik denk in ons land dat soms zijn we niet gewend aan vrouwen die leiding geven, die voorop gaan. En wordt nog te gemakkelijk gedacht dat alleen mannen dat doen. Sorry mannen, ik vind jullie toppers en ik vind het helemaal prima om met mannen op te trekken. Maar je ziet dat dat ook voor andere vrouwen en meiden iets betekent. Dat ze denken, ik kan dat ook. Of Sifan Hassan, als we zien hoe zij gaat rennen, denken andere meiden, ik kan dat ook. Maar dat kan dus ook soms in het klein zijn. Jij stapt nu naar voren. Ja. Jij bent 18, jij gaat straks stemmen. Ja. En er zijn heel veel meiden die eigenlijk dezelfde vraag hebben als jij. Dus vrouwelijk leiderschap is gewoon op de plek waar je bent opstaan.
Where the season writers were like, oh fuck, we got renewed? Shit, what the hell do we do? And they just do whatever, I guess. There's a lot of... this anime likes to swear as well. It's one of the animes where they got permission to say shit, and they do a lot. And they think that's very funny. They enjoy that fact a lot. I think it's going in the middle. At some point, there's this lady... a vampire, and she sees Dracula's castle disappear and she goes, what the fuck? And that one hits. That's one of the very few occasions where them being able to swear was very funny. Then they made another Castlevania. There's a villain in this who is very obsessed with the Egyptian god Sekhmet. And she goes, oh, I'm going to go to the tomb of Sekhmet, and I'm going to drink Sekhmet's blood, and I'm going to be Sekhmet. I'm going to become Sekhmet. I'm going to be Sekhmet reborn. I am the vampire messiah, she calls herself, because she drank the blood of Sekhmet, and now she's the vampire messiah. Deal with it. It's the same quality. very funny anime. It's definitely a big aura anime. There's a lot of aura involved, but writing, not so much. Basketball anime. This one is about basketball. This guy wants to be the basketball champion. He wants to be the best basketballer, but he's short. Oh no! How can you be short and be good at basketball? How are you gonna do that? Ooh. That's the whole anime. And then there's a match, and then something happens, and then there's like 10 of the characters that are like watching on. And he's like, oh my god, I'm gonna talk about this for a minute. I'm gonna talk about this for a minute. And then there's a coach, and he's like, oh, I never believed in this guy, but actually he's kind of good. And this coach needs to be convinced like every episode again that this guy can basketball, and he wants to be the best in the world. Actually, yeah, don't watch that either. Demon Slayer. It's about, guess what? Slaying demons. That's right. There's this guy, and he got kidnapped to ancient China. He went back in time to ancient China, and he's like, oh, who kidnapped me? And you would soon find out that they were demons. Demons were kidnapping him. So then he confronts a demon, and they're able to talk, and the demon is like, you know what? I'm gonna teach you how to boogie. And then the demon teaches him how to boogie, but he's still like, but you're a demon though. But the demon's like, yeah, but I'm okay. But then he does end up killing the demon, and that's like a whole thing. And oh, how dramatic. And it's a twist that was very, very, very heavily foreshadowed, and would have been interesting if they hadn't had done that. Anyway, it's a good anime. It's a good one. Yep. I threw a little curveball there, but it does actually get very good. The action scenes are very good. The characters are not annoying. Well, that's a good anime in my books. Then we've got the slight misnomer Attack on Titan, because I believe the Titans were attacking them, and it's not them attacking the Titans. You've got a little guy, he lives in a city. The city is being attacked by Titans, wouldn't you believe it? But he himself is actually half Titan. He is Titan teen. It's a teen Titan. Oh goody, it's a teen Titan. I wonder where he's going. There's a Titan in the beginning that Gangnam Styles, and I think that was great. That's where the anime peaked. I laughed very hard. There is a point in the show where I do believe the character is implied to be asexual, which I think is great. Lovely. Did I enjoy this anime? No, not very much, but yeah, and I think it looks ugly. Okay, next is Sword Guy, the anime. Not as in like guy, as in like a dude.
Ik krijg hier de kanker van! Godverdomme met al die kanker! Kanker toch op! Neem een 5 graad voertuig op! Kanker toch op! Ja, godverdomme alles! Godverdomme kanker! De reclame maken van jou met jij je eigen fucking Insta wil. Weet je jongens, ik ben er blij bij de zuid. 5 gekker dan dat ik ben. Ja!
Ik wil een dikke esso doen naar Freddy Frituur, man. Die man heeft me geregeld met zijn culinaire instrument. De frituurpan, jullie weten toch? En jullie weten ook, Freddy is niet zonder vet. Dus ik heb die kleine snacks al erin gezet, snap je?
But it's written differently. But it is a sword guy. It's you would not believe this. He's half guy, half sword. Many people are actually, they're swords, but like when they turn into sword form, they don't like literally turn into like a blade. They turn into like a fucking transformer type thing with a blade, and it's an absolute piece of shit. It's horrific. It sets women back decades. There has never been a worse portrayal of a woman ever in media than that fucking girl in Sword Guy. Yep. Then there's Vinland Saga, which you may believe would be a typo of Finland Saga. At some point, they all think, you know what, I'm sick of sailing all the time. I'm just gonna pick up my boat and walk over land like little Pikmin, and that's what they do. Yes, girl. Boring anime otherwise. High Rise Invasion. It's one where they're on skyscrapers and they are being hunted by people. Wow, this one's convincing. It's probably bad. Okay. Ranma 1.5 is a big day for child porn enjoyers. Massive day for child porn enjoyers. And for people who like to look for trans allegories in their media. Because this one's about people that fall into wells that turn them
the student
trans.
council meeting is really giving me headaches.
Then there's one that turned
Business
into
week is
a
around the
pig
corner. We're still
and a
debating about the
guy,
budget.
and
That bad, huh? You want to cuddle to
I guess it's mid tier. It's funny. It's a funny one.
We do this all the
a child
time.
porn one though.
Guys, I gotta get off my...
But why does this feel different?
Okay, Good Night World is an anime that in the first episode you think is actually going to be a fucking heater. Like the opening episode goes crazy, and then the rest is Tokyo Ghoul type shit, where you're like, where the fuck are we going? Like, Good Night World starts with they're in a like a game world. It's a little World of Warcraft type shit, and they're having a great time in there. So you see the main character like fucking around in this World of Warcraft type shit. But then he takes off his advanced headset because he's like, ooh, totally immersed in the game. And then the anime goes from like this very saturated, whimsical world to like this utterly drab and dark room with a bunch of shit laying around and dirty clothes and food that's like half eaten. And
This is a certified hood classic.
And he goes into his living room where it's also just one dark mess, and there he finds his dad, who he hates for some reason that we have not yet found out. And there's his brother, who he also hates because his brother is actually way better than him academically and shit, and he's like doing so well while he's like this neat fucker, this neat chud. And then later he logs on, but it is revealed that the people he was playing with and the people he was having such a great time with and like kind of pretending to be family with were actually his dad and his brother. And it's like revealed that they hate each other in real life, but they love each other in the game. And you're like, what the fuck? That's such a funny premise. That's so good. And then it goes utterly insane. It just fucking unwatchable piece of shit anime. Full Metal Alchemists. That's what we call the only good anime ever made. They made this one and then they stopped. There is a grand mystery that they very, very, very slowly unravel, but in such a methodical and well-written way that your ass is hooked the whole way through. They are good characters. They have good plot. Good. It's good. It's a good anime. It's also a little silly sometimes. There's a few characters where you're like, oh, that's racist. But, yeah, it's a good anime. Then we have Kakipupi. Kakipupi, the anime. Big day for child porn. Again, it's about gambling. They love gambling, and they love gambling with their life. And they kill each other when they lose gambling. They're like, oh, well, you lost. I'm going to kill you. That's the anime. You're going right here. And then we got a Black Clover with the main character who wants to be the König der Magier. He's like, ich muss der König der Magier worden und das Königreich Kleeblatt beschützen. Und Schwester Lily heiraten. Yep, that's his main goals. And yeah, that's where mir schon egal. But we're meant to care about this motivation a lot, of course, which seems completely superfluous to me. That is like it's a Hogwarts type. it's one where there's like different schools you can be placed into, and I bet there's many online tests for this one as well. It's an anime that is bad most of the time and then goes fucking crazy for one episode and then it's bad again. It goes in the middle, I believe, because there's no child porn. Well, very little at least. Not no child porn. Like, there's never no child porn. They've all got child porn. All of them. Like, I don't think there's an exception. All of them. But there's delicious in dungeon. Yep, they go into the dungeon, but wouldn't you know it, the monsters are food, and they eat the monster after killing it, which is like a whole thing. It's very much an anime based on its characters, so me kind of not being able to stand some of the characters was kind of a bummer. But that's what they do. They go down this dungeon, it gets like darker and darker. It kind of reminded me of Pikmin 2, really. Because they go from floor to floor, and then they save their besties after like the first arc. They save their besties at the bottom of one dungeon, but then it turns into a whole like time travel thing where their besties were actually themselves. Like, oh god, and that's where it gets good. That's where it gets good. I spoiled like the first third of this. Doesn't matter to me. Okay. Rising Impact is a golf anime. He wants to be the best golfer. You know what? Fuck it. Spoilers. He becomes the best golfer. Wouldn't you know it? Next up is Freerun? Freerun. The anime. Which is a very deadpan show. It's like a slice of life of an old warrior that's deadpan on everything, that just kind of doesn't react to a lot. She's like, okay, I've seen it all, I don't give a fuck anymore. That's her vibe. After all she's been through, she's kind of like, you know, nothing excites me anymore. I've had it. So you're watching a very apathetic old person a lot. That's the anime.
Any idea?
Baki Stinky, and he is a very big muscly man, and he's gonna avenge his father who got killed by another muscly man, despite he himself also being a muscly man. And there are a lot of muscly man things, and they've got muscles, and they're men, and they fight a lot, and it's very ugly. It's a hideous anime. And at some point, there is like this element of homoeroticism introduced, where he's actually kind of getting off to fighting with muscly man, despite he himself, of course, also being a muscly man. And he's like, you know what? I actually very like this, and he starts doing it for the love of the game, and I think for some like sexual gratification. And
so I'm taking fresh oranges, I'm going to squeeze them, the little squeezer here. I'm going to get 1 cup of fresh jus d'orange. All right, here we go. Cutting the orange in half with the blade of desire.
Kevin, those are grapefruits.
Yeah. Very confusing anime. It's barely watchable. Pokemon, that's an anime. It's
Next into the tank is a kid entrepreneur who wants to help other kids fulfill their entrepreneurial aspirations.
Sharks. My name is Jack Bonneau. I'm the founder and CEO of Jack Stands and Marketplaces, and I'm from Denver, Colorado. Sharks, I'm seeking $50,000 in exchange for 10% of my company. I'm 10 years old, but when I was
$50,000 is not a small amount of money. I'm here to make money. Let him finish, Kev.
So my parents loaned me $1,000.
Are you serious? Are you serious? He's an idiot. He's a con artist. You. We're all out. You're an get the out of here. Oh! Won't want to be ya. I'm telling you, whether it was you or me or Robert or one of us, he was going to do that to somebody. It just happened to be you were the last guy. I realize he's a gold digger. He's an idiot. He's a con artist.
Kevin, don't feel bad.
I don't feel bad.
Don't feel bad.
All of Pokemon, and I know that this is just a poster of one of them, all the Pokemon anime, it's, what if we did the same thing 100 times in a row? Or actually 1,000 times, I bet, by now. That's the anime. Team Rocket blasting off again. Yup, I bet it's mid-tier. I'm not hiding some of these very well, am I? I think I'm doing well on some. I think I've left a few convincing reviews, actually. I'm very proud of a few. My Hero Academia is a annoying anime. There's this guy, he wants to be a big hero. He wants to be the biggest of heroes, so he goes to the My Hero Academia. And there he whines and complains a lot. Like there's something and then he starts complaining for 10 minutes and then something happens and he starts complaining for 10 minutes. It's one of those animes where there's action and then talking and then action and then talking, because I guess they didn't have the budget to do action, talking. It's that makes this a very slow-paced, annoying anime. It's one where you really, really, really have to love the gimmick characters, or else it's a very annoying anime. And I don't like gimmick characters. Oh, this person can set himself on fire and it hurts. Oh, how funny, how delightful. No, annoying ass anime. Blue Eye Samurai.
Het derde biggetje bouwde een huisje van steen.
Wat je biggetje, laat me erin.
Waren nu in het stenen huisje. Toen de wolf door de schoorsteen kwam, viel hij precies in de pan. Het biggetje deed snel de deksel erop. En zo hadden ze lekker soepvlees.
Samurai. There's a woman, she's a samurai. She hates all white people. Her quest is to kill all white people. And so she does. So she does. Imazuma 11
Karl Marx,
is a football
German philosopher
anime
and economist,
where
is considered to be the
they play
father of
football,
communism.
and at any point it looks like they might lose. Some of the teammates fucking... There's always one guy that is like, oh, here's my kick of Satan, and they unlock some new special move and they win the game instantly through some insane stipulation rule, and the day is saved, and they win. Congratulations. It's awful. It's awful, but like that, you knew that. Then there's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Where the fuck do you put this? Is this a good anime? Is it a bad anime? I have no fucking idea, really. It's been probably the most like referenced anime, mostly because its fans are very annoying. But this consistent referencing of this unrelenting referring to this show.
Wait, there's one thing wrong. I asked for cheese!
Is very understandable, considering how fucking iconic this shit is. At the same time, it being iconic, does that mean that it is good? No, it's probably very bad. It's qualitatively like a stupid fucking anime from start to finish. Each arc, each part is stupid and dumb, but it's also very creative and iconic. So I'm actually going to put it rather high. I'm going to put it top 5. Well, you figure out which one I actually watched. That's easier than the ones I didn't, I'll tell you that. And tell me in the comments. And
Ik krijg hier de